Yep, you read that title right. He will genuinely die in Fortnite. I'm talking about the Chapter 6 character Daigo, by the way. But wait, why? And how would he die? And would there ever be a chance of him coming back in the nearer future? Well, I'ma be explaining everything in this video because let's just say, some pretty dark things are about to go down on the Fortnite Chapter 6 island. But before I talk about it, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And why not join my Fortnite Discord server? The link is down in the description below. Either way, with that said, let's get straight into the video. But before I jump into all of the dark stuff, let's talk about the recently announced Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 Galactic Battle, which will only last for a month and will be Fortnite's first ever Star Wars season. Zoom into the sky right now with a Falcon sniper and you'll get a clear view of the Death Star in the sky. And this thing will get closer to the island by the days until Season 3, which drops next week on Friday. For all that don't know what the Death Star is, it's like a giant moon-sized space station, which is controlled by the Galactic Empire, and it has the power to just completely destroy any planet in its way. And next season, it's going to be going for the Chapter 6 island of Oninoshima, under the control of Emperor Palpatine, who will be the main villain of next season. And his hologram is linked to Lone Wolf Leia, so it's most likely that he wants something to do with the mystical face statue below, which has before been referred as the heart of the island. But Palpatine might also want something to do with the 0-point shard as well. We don't know fully because we are not in Season 3 yet. However, next season will be a giant galactic battle between us teaming up with many other Star Wars characters against the Emperor Palpatine and the other forces of the Death Star, with the season ending off with a full-on live event named Death Star Sabotage. So yeah, this is all really exciting. A previous storyline character that will be returning next season is Evie, and she'll come back as a Jedi, which does make a lot of sense as her faction, the Peace Syndicate, has got a lot of ties to the Chapter 6 island. And the last time we saw Evie was in Chapter 4 Season 2, where this was the last thing she said to us.
Oh dear, don't need to tell me twice. If you ever need any backup, we owe you one. Call us and we'll be there. Keep the peace, hero.
So we will most likely be the ones calling Evie to the island next season, as her and the Peace Syndicate do owe us one. So Evie returning this chapter does make a lot of sense. But let's move away from Star Wars just a bit, as we need to talk about what's going on the island right now and what will eventually happen. Jump into a game of Battle Royale and the beam coming from Magic Mosses is a lot more stronger now. Let me show you more thoroughly. So the purple crack in the sky is now a lot more larger and stronger. And this is all because Daigo is still trying to break into the spirit realm, and Fletcher Kane is still guarding him. But this will all end on this Saturday, as that is when the mini live event of this season will happen. And it will be the event where Daigo successfully enters the spirit realm, and then something else will happen. We don't know that much about the actual event, but we do know that something new will happen this time. On Saturday, we will receive a quest to do with the event, and when this quest is completed, we will be rewarded with a cutscene named Daigo's Fate. And this cutscene has already been leaked, and it is really interesting. So let me play it for you. Okay, so this is a very interesting cutscene. Daigo's goal of this season was to confront a dark presence inside of the spirit realm that his sister mentioned. And this darkness knew of Daigo, its family, and its family's very dark legacy, and also had the 0-point shard. So in the event, Daigo will successfully enter the spirit realm, only to then be face to face with some Oni mask, which looks a lot like the one that puppeteered the Night Rose. However, this is not the same. This giant Oni right here is being controlled by the Dark Presence itself. The Dark Presence gets this Oni to completely take over Daigo, completely wiping its normal mind and turning Daigo into a demon. So Daigo is kind of getting Night Rose treatment here, but it's a lot worse, as Daigo has practically been killed on the inside, just for him to be now taken over and turned into a demon, who is now being controlled by the dark presence inside of the spirit realm, and Daigo does take out Big Dill and the Brat. So yeah, this is Daigo's fate. Now, I just want to say something. I don't think any of this will be elaborated next season. No, I think Daigo being a corrupted demonic villain will be the focus of season 4, with him and other forces of the spirit realm taking over the island. Because there is just no way any of this can be elaborated on in a giant galactic battle against Emperor Palpatine. So that is why I believe that Daigo being turned into a demon will be the focus of Chapter 6, Season 4. So this does kind of confirm that we're not gonna touch the 0-point shot until Season 4, nor even see the Dark Presence until then. Which is quite a bummer, but seeing my boy Daigo turning into a full-on demon is already pretty cool enough. And I am very hyped for the future of this chapter. Also, right here is a brightened up image of the demonic Daigo, and he kind of looks a bit like Relic. Well, that's probably just me, but damn, this guy looks insane, with prints of masks all around his body. I'm sorry, but the aura with this guy is insane. Daigo went from being extremely badass, defeating one of the main demons, to becoming an extremely cool-ass demon himself, and being a main villain of this chapter. And I honestly have a lot of hope for demonic Daigo. I think he's gonna be an extremely cool villain. But again said, I think he will be focused on in Season 4 after the 1-month-long Star Wars season. I could be wrong though, but I doubt it. Either way, all of this corruption is Daigo's fate. And we'll be able to experience it on Saturday after the mini live event. Also, this event will most likely happen at maybe, I would say, 9 p.m. UK time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern time, but honestly, we don't know yet. But it is confirmed to happen on Saturday, and unfortunately, it's not going to be as big as the one that happened last season, which is pretty unfortunate, but if we are getting a cutscene after, then yeah, I can't complain. And then 6 days after this mini live event, Chapter 6 Season 3 will drop, where we will be reintroduced to Eevee and our galactic battle against Emperor Palpatine, and the Death Star will begin. And the Death Star will continue to get much closer to the island by the day. I am honestly really excited. But what will happen to the Season 2 characters like Outlaw Midas and Fletcher Kane? Well, for Midas, it's most likely he will stick around with Hope and Kendo, because remember, they all still need to retrieve the 0-point shard, which is in the hands of the Dark Presence inside of the Spirit Realm. This is pretty random, but in the cutscene, you could actually see like a family portrait between the siblings of Daigo, Jade, and Kendo, and that is honestly quite a sweet detail. We obviously know what will happen to Daigo. He will enter the spirit realm and then become fully corrupted and turned into a demon by the Dark Presence. But I think that will be the main focus of Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4. And for Fletcher Kane, he's obviously not gonna have a Daigo anymore, so he's probably gonna lose to the Outlaws on the island. But I think his defeat will be interrupted by the Galactic Battle. We don't know for sure though. There has been discussion in the community community that this season is going to be exactly like Remix, not actually being known as Chapter 6 Season 3 and just being known as Fortnite Galactic Battle itself. So Epic aren't actually going to refer it as Season 3, they're just gonna call it Galactic Battle, which is quite a dumb thing to do if you ask me. But I honestly doubt they are going to do this, because this season takes place in the middle of this chapter. So it would be extremely stupid for Epic Games not to refer it as Season 3. Also, the trailer we got for it a few days ago, well yeah, that is just a teaser trailer for it. That's not the whole trailer. I believe the actual trailer for it might come out maybe on Saturday after the event, and it will use Dua Lipa's song Levitating in it. But we are not 100% sure. It should come out soon though. But yeah, very soon Daigo will successfully enter the spirit realm, but will then be taken over by the dark presence and turned into a demon. But I personally believe we will be fighting this version of Daigo in Season 4, after the 1 month-long Star Wars season that will drop next Friday. So yeah, I am honestly very excited, and like the video if you are excited too. And subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also, I would just like to say thank you so much for 15,000 subscribers. This is honestly an insane achievement that I have always dreamt of, and I love you guys so much. Just thank you all so much. It honestly means the world to me, and I'm probably gonna do a big giveaway to celebrate it. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much, and next, let's get to 20k subs. But yeah, thank you all for watching, hope you all enjoyed the video, and why not join my Fortnite Discord server? The link is down in the description below.